Don't you know I'm loco?
Hola, and welcome to Noche. We'll stand the postseason is just around the corner now. How hard is it to stay focused when you know the season is coming to an end?
Well, it's certainly hard for those teams here in the home stretch. But for those still fighting for a spot, finishing well in the regular season has got to be the priority.
And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Over at the forward spots, it's Murphy and Jones. Murray out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Makovich in at center, locking down the middle. Here's Makovich. In the game against Cleveland, very impressive. Kicks it out Towns. Double team on Towns. Pass to McBride. Here's Bridges. Jones grabs the board. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Murray. The kick out to Poole. Fires from deep. And the Pelicans miss again.
0 for 3 from the floor so far. Not the start they had in mind. They need to just take a breath, reset, and keep things simple.
Now here's Towns. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Hart can't hit. The Pelicans have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent. And they get that first bucket. 1 for 4 to start this game.
McBride passes to Hart. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Murray, and you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. Charity stripe shot, and he drops that one in.
Well, that can be a tough range, but Murray made it look routine.
Outside McBride. High post Towns. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Hart can't hit.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Take it away. Anunoby on the wing. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. They're taking on DeJounte Murray, the long, skilled guard, and Coach telling me pregame, when he's locked in defensively, Murray is a problem. He can create havoc on the perimeter, plus I like how over the years he's built on his offensive game. DeJounte is such a solid player. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And so he makes both from the line. And the new front office.
Amidst some adversity with help, the Pelicans have to focus what's in their hands to control and leave no stone unturned in chasing greatness.
Pass to Towns. Pulls it from the corner. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
Great offensive game plan in that one. They put their guys in positions to succeed, and it really paid off.
That was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
Now here's Bridges. Still no points. Counted from distance.
And year after year, Bridges continues to expand his range.
Poole for 3. Poole can't get that one to fall.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Murray's shot is good.
Well, Murray can certainly break you down with his ball handling. He has got a terrific skill set.
New York ends up going with a whole new group. And then for New Orleans, Messi comes in for Jones, and Hawkins subbed in for Poole. Robinson, a screen on Murray. Inside. And it's Markovic with a rebound. Pelicans trail by 5. Lets the three fly. Murray, no good. The Knicks have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. New York working the ball around now. Here's Beasley. That shot off the mark.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Pass to Messi. To the inside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Alvarado outside. Now Robinson. Here's Shamet. And the Knicks miss again.
So far, they've had the advantage on the board.
Hawkins. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Pass to Shamet. Oh, it's stolen. Out to the wing. Here's Markovic. And it's Jose Alvarado with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Fears. The three. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. New York out in front, up 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
So the Pelicans 5 right now. Kevon Looney is out there with Yves Messi. Then there's Sadiq Bey, and it's Hawkins in at the point guard position. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Beasley, pass to Clarkson. Now Beasley. No points so far. Here's Shamet. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Bridges outside. From downtown, fires in the triple. Bridges has got 6 points.
Yeah, the quickness from Bridges there, looking like a guard.
Pass to Hawkins. Here's Looney. Here's Fears. 6 on the shot clock. And it's New Orleans with another.
Yeah, the mid-range is not always easy money for Fears. He's folding some new wrinkles into his game.
And here's Beasley. He's guarded by Beasley. And a two-handed jam!
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Pelicans trail by 6. Oh, look at Looney finding space inside.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for New York. OG Anunoby comes in for Shamet. As the playoffs draw closer, here's what the East looks like. You take a look at the Knicks. With the playoffs fast approaching, they are well positioned at second place in the conference.
You know, for the Knicks, Their focus is shifting now to the playoffs. Now, they could wrap up a good seed, and of course, it's a matter of playing their best basketball to close out this regular season.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Trey Murphy didn't dunk in a game until he was a high school senior. Crazy to think now with the length and the leaping ability he has. He said back then there were times where I'd have doubt or be a little stressed about my future. If I said I knew I'd end up here, I have been lying to you. BA?
All right, thank you, Allie.
Yeah, I love the activity in the pick and roll from Bridges, delivering a dime right on the money.
Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
Here's Poole. Poole gets it in close.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Bridges outside to the paint. And a big finish by Robinson.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking. And since the All-Star break concluded, here's a view of which teams are leading the league in second chance points. New Orleans, 4th.
Second half of the season, they've made a concerted effort to compete on the offensive glass, and you see it in the numbers.
And that one's good. Poole's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Bridges outside. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Matkovic has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Poole. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. And Towns has got the ball here for New York. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Hornets at Spectrum Center in Charlotte. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Beasley misses.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, Murphy essentially lives on the arc. His job is to provide his team with consistent outside shooting.
For the Knicks, Josh Hart's checked in for Robinson. Shamet comes in for Beasley. And it's McBride in for Mikal Bridges. DeJounte Murray's checked in for the Pelicans. Towns making that shot look routine.
Well, with his mechanics and size, when Towns spots up, it's tough to disrupt his shot.
Picked his pocket. Pass to Anunoby. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. Here's Jones, still without a bucket. Outside Murray. Back to Jones. Fires the 3, and it's New York with a rebound. Pass to Shamet. Takes a 3. The Pelicans pull it in. Matkovic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Murray is doubled. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
McBride passes to Hart. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now it's a 6-point New York lead. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. They need this. And he comes up with a bucket. Murray's got 6 points.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Outside McBride. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game.
Now into the lineup for New York. 0-0. Jordan Clarkson.
Launches a 3. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. New York out in front. They lead by 4. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it?
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Hard to play the same way without Zion Williamson's overwhelming physicality. You know, the way he challenges defense on the interior, you got to collapse against him.
Now let's change gears back to the New York Knicks, who find themselves in a tightly contested ballgame.
Yeah, they're playing as a...
Thanks for tuning in.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You got to like what we're seeing from Miles McBride.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
We've got Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Miles McBride, and it's Towns in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. Anunoby can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Jones. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Jones has got his first points of the night.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And you have to love the two-way ability of DeJounte Murray, Coach.
Well, Brian, when you have someone that big and athletic in the backcourt, it's a huge advantage. Murray is also highly skilled. He is an impact player.
And the Knicks miss again.
Well, this is not what they envisioned coming out of the break. Missing their first 3 shots.
And that one's good. Poole.
And Poole is a guy that feels very comfortable operating beyond the arc.
And here are the Knicks now. It's a one-point game. McBride passes to Hart. And it's good. 2 points. Hart's got 6 points.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Murray for 3. Offensive board. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Pelicans lead by 1. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
The Knicks have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. For 3. A nice shot by McBride. McBride's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Oh, wow, guys, this does not look good. We've got an injury here.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
Yeah, teams do everything they can to protect against it, but at this point, all you can do is hope he's not gone for too long.
And New Orleans making a change here. Mesey's checked in. Here's Murray. He's got 6. Poole outside. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. As we near the postseason, let's see where the West is shaken out. Taking a look at New Orleans, when it comes to playoff seedings, they're in a dubious position right now. 9th place in the conference.
You know, for New Orleans, their season's in danger of slipping away. But still, it's not too late. With a strong push here over the last few games, they could earn a play-in spot.
Now here's McBride. 9 points. It's Matkovic with a rebound. Matkovic has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And it's Murray finishing it off.
If the opportunity presents itself, Murray will explode to the rim.
And the basket by Bridges.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Down low. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Poole. Let's take a look at the numbers for DeJounte Murray.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level scorer than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
McBride with it. Mesey picks him up. McBride passes to Hart. Back to Towns. Double team on Towns. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. Outside Jones, takes the three, buries it from three. Jones has got 5 points in the quarter.
And Jones has made huge strides as a three-point shooter since his rookie season. He's now a serious threat from out there.
Beasley's checked in for McBride. Out to Beasley. Bridges outside. Towns a screen on Murray. Bridges on the attack. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Bridges has got 10.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
Quick check of the leaderboard. You know, there are certain point guards in this league who play big. Here are the best rebounders among them since the All-Star break. DeJounte Murray, third.
And even if rebounding isn't a point guard's top priority, a lot of the great ones in NBA history were productive on the boards.
Yeah, and it speaks to how well-rounded a lot of today's point guards are. It's not just about orchestrating, it's about doing the dirty work, too.
Giving it up, Jordan Poole, the right decision.
New York has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. All right, let's turn our attention to the sidelines for the latest on Trey Murphy. What's the situation, Allie?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Pelicans let me know the status. It's his shoulder that's the source of discomfort right now. Diagnosis at this point is that it's just a sprain. An injury like this removes any hope of a return tonight, and it's serious enough issue to make you miss more than a few games. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Yeah, we put so much effort into injury prevention in the NBA, but injuries are still going to happen. That's just the unfortunate part of the game.
Bridges misses. For New Orleans, they've gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. And that one's good. Poole.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the three ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send them to the line. It could be a three-point play. For the Knicks, Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Clarkson comes in for Anunoby, and it's Shamet in for Mikal Bridges. New Orleans has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Pass to Hawkins. Now here's Bay. Jacks up a 3. He drops it from range. Bay's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
McCourty's checked in for New York. Here's Hawkins. He's scoreless. Over to the wing. Pass to Bay. Just 3 on the clock. And he sinks the layup. And now a 5-point New Orleans lead.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pelicans ahead, up by 5. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So for New Orleans right now, Sadiq Bey out there with Yves Missi. Then there's Kevon Looney, and it's Hawkins in at the 1 spot. Good work there as it goes.
Rock-solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Pass to Hawkins. 6 to shoot. Another shot. And the layup is good. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
Hawkins finessing his way to finding a window in close.
Shaman passes to Beasley. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Pass to Misi. Here's Bay. Lets it fly from 18. And that one is right through the heart.
Right there, May just taking what the defense allows. Good shot.
Clarkson, right side. Beasley for 3. They get it back. Robinson. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And you can tell by how hard he battled for that putback that he still has a lot of energy left for the end of this game.
Well, that's all about effort. He knows how much each bucket means right now, and he's clearly willing to fight for it.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Clarkson, and it's Anunoby in for Shamet. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Willie Green coaching his team during that last break. He said, quote, "This one isn't over. Those guys will come roaring back. We have to be ready. If something doesn't go our way, don't dwell, just move on to the next play." Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Towns for 3, and the three-pointer goes. It's all knotted up.
Few bigs do it as well as Towns, stretching the floor with his efficiency from range.
Pass to Hawkins, to the middle. Here's Fears. And he throws it down with one hand.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Beasley, pass to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. The Pelicans making a switch here. Here's Makovic. Shot clock at 6. Jones outside. Misi inside. Robinson defending. Oh, using that sweet stroke. Poole connects from deep.
You need a bucket? Poole can get it for you.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And some changes here for New York. Josh Hart comes in for Robinson. And it's McBride in for Beasley. Now Anunoby. Bridges! Can't get the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
It's stolen by Hart. Anunoby.
Answering the defense's challenge, Anunoby attacks and draws the foul.
First free throw is good, and that brings him within 2 here. Both free throws good from Anunoby.
Just so reliable at the line. There was never a doubt that those were money.
Now here's Murray. McBride covers. Outside Murray. guarded by Bridges. 11 feet out. Towns ripped down the board. New York has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Hart. Outside McBride. Now Towns. To take the lead. Ooh, it misses.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Yes, sir!
Oh, Poole still young. Nice to see him convert in a big moment.
Screen by Hart. Oh, missed on the tray. Well, New Orleans shooting 55% since the start of the fourth. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul. 3-point lead. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jones. Fires the three. Buries it from outside.
Get a defender out there. You cannot leave Jones alone in the corner. Come on.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts.
Yes, sir, with the three.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 5-point game.
A productive trip to the line right there makes this a 2-possession game.
Takes a three. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Outside Anunoby. Puts up the tray. Oh, it's off. And an intentional foul right there.
Carl Anthony Towns. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he ends up missing both free throws. Bridges! Ooh, the three doesn't go. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul. DeJounte Murray at the line.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Now a timeout. They're down by 7. Your thoughts, guys?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
And so the Pelicans take the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.